Frederick last saw the imp at the top of this cliff, but there isn't a soul in sight.
He must have hidden in the cave Frederick mentioned. What did he call it? The lair of Maraschino.
Are my eyes fooling me? Ugh! This place reeks of stagnant magic!
If you were constructing a secret cave lair, I doubt ventilation would be your first priority.
If this was once someone's hidden lair, it seems they've long abandoned it by now.
It certainly doesn't seem to have been a planned departure, does it? Did someone leave an oven door open?
Shouldn't have done it. No, 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 bad Yox, bad! No, 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 bad Yox. Very bad. Shouldn't have done it. No, no, shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have. Is he alive? Is Master alive? He must be, he must. Little imp is too weak to kill a great master. Too small. Yox only pushed him once, just a little shove. How could Yox know how fast he'd fly off that cliff? Oh, he'll come for Yox. He'll kill Yox. He shouldn't have done it. Oh, if only Yox had courage. If only Yox were brave, like a great, brave, heroic imp. He'd march right up to Master and he'd say, "Oh, Yox is too much a coward to dream of it." Yox scrambled into this cave to hide. Hide from Master till the end of time. Do you think Master will find Yox here? Oh, but Yox simply can't run away. His legs are like marmalade. What can Yox do? What can Yox possibly do?
I don't think I've ever met a creature so fearful. This imp ought to stay here and hope his master doesn't come looking for him.
What's he supposed to wait for? The courage to make a run for it isn't going to appear out of thin air. Yox belongs with his master.
Let this imp remain and find his bravery at his own pace. Perhaps, as I have, he'll meet a special companion worth being courageous for.
Who are we to embolden this imp to evade his master? By law, that might well amount to stealing.
No, we'll do as I say.
Yes, yes! Yox will stay forever and forever, and Master will never find Yox. And maybe one day Yox will be brave, and then Yox will run free from his cave and free from Master for always!
Too big for a bouquet, too noxious for a windowsill.
Nothing for it but to uproot the big, ugly thing.
This arrow seeks more than one target.
That ought to hurt. No glory in this death.
something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
The wizard's study, is it? I doubt he'll mind if we help ourselves to any goodies he might have left behind.
I don't see anyone here to stop us in any case.
Meridino loves to read, but you've got to be quite sharp to find his secret literature.
I wonder what that did. Source Hunters 1, Secretive Absent Wizard 0.
We're getting pretty good at this, if I do say so myself.
Ah, what have we here?
It's got to be the Bloodstone Frederick is so desperate for.
Lucky find!
Hold your tongue and listen closely. Meridino the Omniscient will lay all bare.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
My dagger opens eternal wounds.
Welcome, initiates, to the Corridor of Bane. Here begins the prelude to purification. Advance and accept what is coming to you.
Help! I'm lost! I was trying to get to the hidden Immaculate Village. Is this the way?
Look at the floor. The stone is black as night.
Sinister place, this Corridor of Bane.
It's a trap!
Oh, I don't feel so good.
now.
Welcome, initiates, to the Chamber of Burdens. Only those who can balance the weights of knowledge will see the walls of ignorance evanesce afore their eyes.
There we are. We can continue further down this dungeon.
I wonder what's next.
Welcome, initiates, to the Hall of Vigilance. Observe, bear witness, or brave the biting shades of failure.
They say blood cures rot, but they also say that rats are lost ones, whatever that means.
What was that? I think I heard a door unlatch.
Well done indeed. You have made it far. You have felt the goddess's bane, and now you shall feel her boon. Kill ye this fowl and pour its ruby essence onto the altar, so that her blessing will cure thee of thine ails. This cannot be. What is this heathen witchery? The rot is gone from your flesh, yet you have yet to partake in the blessings of the blood. Proceed, just proceed with the sacrifice. Kill the chicken, collect its blood, and yield it to the Star Stone. In the meantime, I'll be back. Open the door, I command thee.
Free to fight. I'm invincible.
Fortune! We finished the ritual, but nothing happened.
We must have drained the stone when we first passed it.
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Look there, a portal.
Shall we find out where it leads to?
Treasure! Ah, a peaceful wood. The caterwauling of cultists was making me ill.
Lucula seems fairly infested with Immaculates. I wouldn't count on a long respite.
And here, young initiates, witness an overgrowth of Brivolonus anticoagula. Its leaves can be crushed into a beautifully helpful blood-thinning agent that can halve the number of minutes it takes to drain a heifer.
Do you think it's true what they say, that the Enlightened Ones are sorcerers in disguise?
If it were, then what of it? If the goddess deems Source useful to her cause, why shouldn't we use it?
Since
of
the
the cost.
inclusion of these waypoint shrines in our procedures, this immaculate village has increased its production of bloodstone more than 5-fold. Remember, time is of the absolute essence, for the goddess hour is nigh. And in the distance, you might spot the most ancient testament to the endurance of the Immaculate Way, the Grand Temple. Master Mangoth is inside, performing the sacred ritual now. Listen closely, young initiates, and perhaps you can hear the faint yelping sound of a starstone being transformed into bloodstone. Take in the beauty around you, young initiates. Does it not pulsate with life? And we, its master, we, its inheritor. By giving its energy unto us, we satisfy the goddess's great craving for balance.
Greetings, my friend. Do shout if you spot any goblins in these woods. This is strictly immaculate territory.
Halt, trespasser! The hallowed village of Sacred Stone is hardly open to lost ones of every make and kind. What proof have you of your devotion to the conduit, to the goddess, to the One Way? Present your immaculate amulet if you are a friend to our cause. Welcome, compatriot, fellow, friend. Enjoy your stay at the most enlightened village in all of Rivellon.
Source Hunters! This is it! Sacred Stone, the seat of Attenborough. This must be where the Dark One has taken Jarrett. We must be stealthy. If Jarrett was taken by surprise, there is no telling what sort of subtle evil might find us here.
The goddess's way, young initiates, is not always easy. At times it may seem the goddess asks too much. At times, it will seem that the sacrifices she demands are unfair, inhumane even. But we of the Immaculate Faith must believe in her wisdom. We must trust that she does not name lost ones arbitrarily. No. We must remember that a lost one's energy is not its own, but belongs to the more enlightened beings around it. In this way, the sacrifice of the Lost One sanctifies and enhances the community. The Lost One redeems itself in the greater good. Welcome, curious soul. Please, remain among we followers of the Immaculate Way and learn the teachings of the goddess. Where once you were lost, now you are found. We are disciples of the goddess and soldiers of the greater good. We seek to raise ourselves from among the lost, to become enlightened by the teachings of the goddess as delivered to us through our holy conduit. We live in harmony with the Tenebrium, at one with its curses and its blessings. The enlightened may be permitted to draw the energy, the lifeblood from these lesser souls, an honor for the Lost One. The link between we mortals and the almighty goddess. It was she who showed us how to transform Starstone, that seemingly vapid gem, into precious, life-giving bloodstone. It was she who showed us how to use the blood of the sacrificed to create healing magic. She dwells in the Tenebrium mines now, along with those deemed enlightened enough to defend the goddess upon her return to Rivellon. Yes, bringer of rot, the goddess's bane. Miners in Silverglen uncovered this strange mineral only recently. It was this discovery that brought the conduit from on high to us souls willing to receive her. Most feared illness, but most blessed gift. The conduit came to those miners afflicted with the terrible disease and offered them salvation, showed them that by sacrificing the lost among them in the name of the greater good, they could cure even the most hopeless case of rot. Our most precious relic. We obtain holy bloodstone by first securing a shard of starstone. The sacrifice of a lost one over this simple gem transforms it into a jewel capable of miraculously healing one laid low by sickness or injury. Before the conduit came, starstone was little more than a pretty gemstone used for pure adornment. Fools were we not to realize that the stone came from the goddess herself. Fools were we to adorn our statues, our swords, our jewelry with a material capable of becoming bloodstone. Now, note that the goblin's blood runs red, nearly identical to a man's. The volume of the blood can cause quite a mess, as you can imagine. So we're careful to perform the sacrifice within our specialized chambers only. These chambers are designed not only to collect wayward fluids, but also to muffle any unsavory noises produced by defiant lost ones. Jeffrey, pay attention. Or have you already forgotten what happens to students who neglect the goddess's way?
No, sir. Sorry, sir. It won't happen again. Please, sir.
I suspected as much. Let us continue, then. And if any of the rest of you feel like slacking, I invite you to cast your eyes upon the carpet stain that was once your classmate.
A few blows, they get those scrappy fists a-blazing and take it down in a matter of minutes. Oaks are strong, but they're slow as, well, as oaks.
Oh, what do I care about such nonsense anyway? I never saw an imp fight so much as a cold. Their riverlines go yellow-bellied chickens.
Reminds me of a song
Could be worse. My brother's a guard of King Boreas' palace.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
There's squeals and wails and tremors on music in the night.
Hey, I know that one. Crystal snows can twinkle, blizzards shake and turn. So long as imps flee from me, my heart will blaze and burn.
Well, colour me a simpleton. Your singing voice is as sweet as honey wine.
Aw, shucks.
We should
You
get
think
another
so?
apprentice.
My ma always said the same. She's got a
We should
fine
get
eye.
another apprentice
Let's
so
hear
we could
another.
watch her
What'd you
blast
say?
into smithereens.
Greetings, moneybags. Ready to empty those pockets?
Imbecile! Was your father a drunken hog? That's no way to greet a customer!
Sorry, boss. Sorry. Won't happen again. Hello? Valiant hero? How can I help you? Greetings! Feel free to browse our wares. Highest quality equipment at the lowest prices, you know. That's right. How do you think I'm doing? I'm starting to get the hang of the operation, but my master's a tough bloke to please. Yes, but not nearly so irritable as some of my kinfolk. I've embraced the goddess, and along with her, proper civilization. And here I thought you were one of us. Well, stick around long enough, and we'll be put to good use, that's for certain. This here's an immaculate village, see? Sacred Stone by name, a place where every devotee of the goddess, orc, goblin and man alike, can seek enlightenment and honor immaculate practices away from prying eyes. Plenty! Tenebrium is one of the goddess's many gifts to her children. My master's teaching me how to craft the stuff into the most powerful weapons yet known in Riverland. You small, squishy human types gotta be extra careful, though. The goddess gift comes with a bit of a special kick for your kind. Not the easiest audience, that's for sure. But when it comes to handling the goddess's gift, one's gotta have the highest standards. After all, he's only hit me 3 or 4 times. I think he likes me.
Oh, what do I care about?
Not in my day. Heard there's a talking wishing well there.
You've got to help me. That maniac is after me. She's going to blast me to bits.
Don't you find it interminably dull around here?
What's that? She killed that man without so much as blinking.
Brothers are guarded. She'd probably do worse to us if we crossed her.
Yes. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad in Heimerheim. Careful now, squishy. I doubt Lady Attenborough's in any mood to deal with intruders after losing her apprentice in that little, accident. Oh, come on. Take a single look at this molten fearmaker I call my arm. I'm Lady Attenborough's bodyguard, of course. Though I'm not sure she needs much more than her own 2 hands to take down anyone who so much as sneezes in her presence. That burn mark that used to be her apprentice must be the 3rd in as many weeks. If she isn't the most powerful geomancer in your realm, I'll eat a water nymph's shoe. Attenborough wrenched that tenebrium she's got from the mountain with a flick of her wrist, and she seems totally immune to that disease, that rot that seems to lay your kind so low. The conduit, capital C. I think Attenborough once blew the head off a visitor who dared to say that word without her express permission. Well, I'll tell you this much. If I came upon a cult as intent on sacrificing elementals as this lot is on humans, I wouldn't be poking my nose into the head honcho's workshop. Your kind certainly don't take to it, that's for certain. Without special training techniques, humans will drop dead shortly after touching the stuff. Attenborough said there's a chap in Silverglen. Brandon, was he called? Yeah, anyhow, I guess he's training folks to handle the stuff without getting sick. She calls it an abomination of the goddess's vein. Knowing her, she'll have that Brandon's head on a pike for messing with her precious poisonous rocks. Ah, those little curiosities Lady Attenborough's always jonesing after. The Immaculates round here are an interesting bunch. They let blood over those gems to turn them into bloodstone, some sort of powerful relic of magic. We elementals don't judge much one way or another. Bloodstone, starstone, redstone, bluestone. They haven't an effect on us in any case. I hope you're not getting any ideas about disturbing Lady Attenborough. We are sworn to defend her, no matter how small and squishy the foe.
Halt! Before you'll be permitted into my workshop, you'll have to prove yourself more capable than that corpse I once called my apprentice. Tell me, if you too destroyed one of my precious stones, what could you possibly say to save your life? Yes! You would have done well to remember your place. The idiot apprentice I just sent back to his maker utterly forgot his. Enter then, if you will. Make it quick now. Just because I am gracious enough to tolerate your presence here doesn't mean you're entitled to my time. Ha! What a question! I'm the custodian of Sacred Stone, its chief executive, and its link to the conduit herself. Yes, the conduit speaks to me, her elected disciple, and I share her will with the people of our village. Now that you know to whom you speak, perhaps you'll tread more lightly in my presence. The goddess is chosen, those worthy of the purifying blood. I certainly hope you've made it through her trials with our most useful abbot, Loic. It's not too late for you to join the goddess's fold, you know. It was she who saved the first miners from the rot. She who demonstrated that blood stone, fueled by the sacrifice of a lost one, could cure any ailment. She, the original Immaculate, and our conduit to the goddess, has spread the good news all around the realm. In her wake, humans, orcs, and goblins alike stand united by the Immaculate Way. A volatile material, yes. We humans are especially vulnerable to the sickness it contains. Rot, the goddess bane itself. But though this holy substance make us ill, we need look no further than Bloodstone, the goddess's boon for salvation. That fool couldn't be trusted with a rubber ball, much less a relic as precious as Bloodstone. He proved himself unworthy, a lost one through and through. In a word, expendable. Leaving already, are you? Before you go, answer me this. Can you think of a single reason why I ought not to crush you flat before you so much as take a step in the direction of the door? Slither quickly then, before I start to picture how you'll look on the bottom of my boot soles.
Jarrett is here somewhere, Source Hunter. Hidden in this blood village of hers.
Well, what you waiting for? Shoot out her eyes before she does away with us, too.